On the last episode of the Fogles, we were getting moved out of our motorhome and settled into the little rent house for the winter. Only thing is, we were missing our grandson back in Texas so badly. So we somehow convinced his mom and dad to let him come spend 3 weeks with us here in Alaska. So today's the day. I'm gonna go pick up baby Gabriel and bring him to Alaska. Yay! It's almost time to go. Are you gonna miss me?
I am gonna miss you. It's gonna be quiet around here. Well, it won't be real quiet around here. I got 3 dogs and a cat. Coco's gonna keep me company.
So I got on a shuttle bus in Seward and headed to Anchorage, which is about a 2.5-hour drive.
Oh my god, those things are big! Oh,
yeah, they're both cows.
Those things.
We got to see some moose along the way. And we also got to experience a beautiful sunset. By the time I got to the airport, it was late and I was tired. After an overnight flight, I arrived in Houston and I was so ready to see my grandson. After a couple of days in Texas, Gabriel and I got on an airplane and headed to Alaska. Gabriel and Pop had quite a reunion. And just like that, Gabriel was in Alaska. We were so excited, and we had lots of adventures planned. We took a trip to the Sea Life Center. One day we went out to the beach, and you're not going to believe what happened.
I swear I saw a mermaid. See the mermaid? It's a mermaid.
Yep, we had found an Alaskan mermaid.
Oh, I even went underwater and I got something. Someone present? Yeah? Have you ever found a sea shark? Look at your boots. I can't get out of the water. And you can show all your friends you met a real mermaid.
Hello.
What's your name?
That was a pretty cool day. One evening, I left Gabriel home with Pop while I ran to the grocery store, and this is what went on while I was gone. We took Gabriel on lots of hikes. He took a liking to it right away. Yay! You did it! You did it, Gabriel, all by yourself.
Yay!
Yay!
You're a rock climber.
We hiked to Exit Glacier. And we hiked the Two Lakes Trail in town.
Uh-oh. You don't want it?
One day, Jessica and I took Gabriel to the wildlife refuge outside of Anchorage. It was a rainy day, but we still had a good time. He got to see all kinds of Alaskan animals. He loved the moose, but he was not particularly fond of the bears.
Oh, you're not. Look, he's drinking water.
And of course, Pop wasn't going to let Gabriel come to Alaska without doing a little fishing. Halloween was right around the corner, so we decided it would be fitting to carve a pumpkin.
Gabriel?
Yay!
Yay!
Gabriel was pretty thrilled with the results.
You're spicy, Gabriel.
We enjoyed the roasted pumpkin seeds that Pop made.
Whoa, that was a good one.
Our 3 weeks with Gabriel in Alaska flew by, and before we knew it, it was time for him to go back home.
Love you. Bye, water. Bye. We'll see you next time.
Are you ready to go back to Texas? You gonna go on an airplane? Yep. That's what it's gonna do. Pop dropped us off at the airport in Anchorage, and we headed back to Texas.
Gabriel, we're gonna go get on one more airplane, and then we're gonna get in a car, and then we're gonna go see your mama. You wanna go see mama?
I got to enjoy several days of fun in the sun and warm weather while in Texas. I enjoyed spending time with family, and we went and checked out the Renaissance Festival.
That's really good.
So I'm hanging out at my daughter's house in Texas, getting ready to make the trip back to Alaska, when I get this crazy text message from George. It said, "I'm in the middle of a manhunt. A girl murdered a guy in Girdwood, and she's on Salmon Creek. Police officers are everywhere." So I replied back, "Oh my gosh, be careful, crazy girl on the loose," and didn't think much more of it. So sure enough, next thing you know, on Facebook, I see an update on this woman, and it says that she is in the Seward area, and she's on the loose, and should be considered armed and dangerous. The next phone call I got from George, I surely was not expecting. He called and said that he had run into the little convenience store, came back out, and his Jeep was gone. Someone had stolen it. Well, sure enough, this murderer that was on the loose had stolen George's Jeep. He left the keys in it. She jumped in and took off. So next thing you know, there's a police chase going on. George is driving around with a friend, also looking for his Jeep. And eventually they find her. The cops catch her and take her to the hospital. And then she obviously goes to jail. George gets his Jeep back. His Jeep was unharmed. And so he had an encounter with a murderer. I figure it's time for me to get back home. So I've been in Sealy now for a week, and today I fly back to Alaska. And I've had a really good time. I will admit that I got here and I realized just how much I've missed it. The sunshine's so nice, and it was just so good seeing everybody. Everybody, I don't know, has such good core values around here, it seems like. And it was like I was at home. So we'll see how I feel when I get back to Alaska. George is still there, and he said the weather's kind of turning crappy. So it's sad leaving this sunshine and it's really perfect weather right now in Texas. So it's hard to leave. I'm sad. I had to go by our storage building where all of our stuff is and just open it and look at our stuff and make sure it's all okay and still there for whenever we are ready for it and decide, you know, where we want to settle down. So anyway, I'm headed to the airport. Got to go catch my flight and head back north. Okay, so I arrived back in Seward a couple days ago, and there is a lot of new snow on the mountains, so winter is definitely on its way. So I'm just on a walk, thinking about how nice the weather must be in Texas right now. How warm and sunny, and it's been cold and rainy. Right now it is the beginning of October, so I know it's gonna be getting dark and cold soon, and I don't know how I'm gonna like that. Looking forward to the kids coming for Christmas, and of course the arrival of our new grandbaby Autumn Marie. She'll be making her debut sometimes early December. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up, and yeah, we'll see how winter goes. Next time on the Fogles, we're gonna attempt to hike to the top of Mount Marathon.
She's like, I'm going to find help. Come on, Piglet.
Will we make it?